Welcome back everyone. Now in this lecture we are going to make our very first project. Now to start off, it is a common tradition when we learn a new programming language, we start out by printing Hello World onto the screen. Now Hello World is done by everyone. It is boring. So let's mix things up a little bit and we are going to print Game On onto our screen. That is going to be our very first Java project. So let's get started. To create a new project, go to the File menu and click on New Project. A dialog box, you can see a box appear on your screen and you can select Java because we are making a Java application, and inside the projects section you select Java application and then you click on Next. So you can see this project name section. Inside you can provide whatever name you want for your project. Let's just call it our very first project. Okay, now if you observe here, you can see that a class is being created for us called ourFirstProject.ourFirstProject. Now you have no idea what a class is at this point. Don't worry about that. Let's just leave it as it is right now, and later in this course, when we learn about classes, you'll have a clear idea what that is all about. So at this moment, just let it be and we're going to start writing our project. So to do that, click on Finish. And you can see that NetBeans has already created a project for us and have written some of the code. Now, if this is your very first program, you have no idea what all this is about. You can see a lot of code written inside and you won't be clear what this is all about. Don't worry about that. Now, something to keep in mind while learning a programming language is that you cannot learn everything at the same time. You can only learn part by part. So, you must have patience and learn each concept individually, and at the end, everything will make sense. So let's just start out by writing a very simple program. Now, as I told you, we are going to print out Game On onto the screen. So to do that, all you have to do is, we'll be writing our code inside these two brackets. Now I'll tell you what all that is about in the coming lectures. For the moment, we're going to type inside these two brackets. Now, to print something onto the screen, you start out by typing system. Now this is followed by the dot operator, and since we want to output onto the screen, you can see this out, which is already listed out by our NetBeans IDE, and you can see that it stands for standard output stream. That is, it is used to output data onto the screen so that the user can see it. Now we select out because we want to print something onto the output screen, and now we use the dot operator and we get a list of things that we can output onto the screen. Now in this lecture we are going to output a line called Game On onto the screen. So let us look for something that will help us do that. You can see here println. Now println stands for print line. That means it prints a line onto the output screen. So let's use that. Now, inside the print line bracket, you're going to enter your text. So, whenever you're entering text in Java, you need to make sure that you enclose them within double quotes. Now let's just type in our message, that is Game On. Now, what this will do is that it will print out the line Game On onto the output screen. System.out is used to output onto the screen, and we'll use println to display this line onto the screen, and the text to be printed is enclosed within double quotes and is added between the brackets of the println form. Now let's see if the code is working. To do that, there are two ways of doing it. One is going to run and selecting on run project, and the other one is just hitting this play button right here. So let's just do that, and an output window pops up. displaying game on. Now if you get this message, it means that your NetBeans is set up properly and everything is working and you're all ready to start learning Java. Now, before we end this lecture, let's just do a short recap. To print something onto the screen, we use system followed by the dot operator and out. So we use out followed by dot operator again, and we want to print a line, so we use print line, and inside the brackets of the print line we enter the text to be printed enclosed in double quotes. Now if you noticed, you would see the semicolon right here. Now the semicolon is used to end a line in Java. Just like when we use a period to end a sentence while writing something, we use semicolon to end a line in Java. Alright, so I guess everything is clear about this lecture. I'm sure this can be very overwhelming if this is your very first programming language, but please have patience, and throughout the coming lessons you'll have a clear idea what all this is about, and within no time you'll be able to write your own programs. So I'll see you in the next lecture where we learn more fun things about Java. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.